When your home was on the market and didn't really get it sold, there's actually 30 or possibly more than 30 or even 20 properties actually went under contract and get it sold. So when we potentially talk to the sellers who actually was on the market, their property was on the market and didn't really get it sold. So when we talk to them, I ask them questions, right? Hey, so it looks like your property was on the market for over 2 months, over 6 months, or whatever the case could be, right? Did the agent actually give you an update? A lot of times, surprisingly enough, the agents didn't even give them update, like weekly update. That's what we do, right? So once your home gets on the market, we actually give them update every week. Let them know that where they're actually standing as far as the marketing standpoint, and also as far as the real estate standpoint, right? So you really have to know when your home actually gets on the market, you have to know what your home is actually standing in real estate world, right? This is the statistic I was gonna share with all the sellers that are possibly thought about selling, but for some reason there were too many buyers. There is too many buyers were looking to buy homes, and as you can see, there's 63 homes went on a contract and closed. Majority of them closed, as you can see, and 2 pending and 1 active on the contract. So this is the data I was going to share with you all. 63 properties actually went on the contract, while this guy probably went to let's go back, right? Where was this guy? Okay, so while this guy was on the market for 80 days and he dropped his price, his original price was 567 and he did 549. Okay, 549 from 550 to 567. He dropped like little over $17,000 and he didn't get offer, and he actually get off the market. Okay, and he got expired. So while this guy was on the market for 80 days, there were 63 properties went on the contract. Okay, 63 properties went on the contract. And for some reason, this guy didn't get any update from the agents that he hired. And like I say, we give all the listing, all the buyers, all the sellers, we give them the weekly update with their property in regards to what's happening. How many properties actually went on the contract, how many the buyers that are actively searching in your area, and why your property is actually not getting sold, what's happening, what should be done to get it on top of the list, right? So this is the data I always share with them. Hey, I told them, like, hey, the property was on the market for 80 days. Did you get any update from the agents that you hired? A lot of times they say no. And I'll tell them, hey, there were 63 properties was on the market, and actually there were so many properties was on the market, but 63 homes actually closed within a month, and your home did not get it sold. What happened? And a lot of times they be like, have no clue. Like this guy, look, let's say we want to talk about him, right? $125,000, and he was on the market for 366 days. Okay, 366 days. He was on the market for 1 year, right? For 1 year, he didn't get offer. I don't know what really happened with the agent he hired. He didn't get offer. He didn't get it sold, and he's like, you know what? F it. I'm just not gonna sell it, and he got expired. Okay. And this guy, let's see, he was on the market for $1,095,000, and he was on the market for 45 days. Okay, his original price was $1,150,000, and he dropped a little over $50,000, right? Yeah, $55,000. So he dropped $55,000 just to get the a market back to him, right? A buyer's attention back to him, but he didn't get any offers. So, and what he did was, he took it off the market. You know what? He said, F it, I'm not going to sell it. And while this guy was on the market, so let's take a look. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna copy this guy up and then search it, right? Residential cell, and then I will say, what was it? A map, and then get this guy address. And then also we're gonna be doing, let's say we're gonna do a mile radius, right, for this guy. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna go about a mile radius. All right. There you go. Okay. So while this guy was on the market, and then let's take a look. What are the buyer's activities in that area? Okay, active under contract, pending, and close. And we're gonna do, for not 180 days, we're gonna do 30 days. We're gonna do 30 days. We're gonna do 30 days. Okay, so look at him. 119 homes went on the contract, guys. Oh my gosh, look at this list. A lot of the homes actually closed and pending, active under contract, right? So this is the information I was trying to share with you all. You as a seller, you as a buyer, you really have to know these datas. Like if you are a buyer who is thinking about putting an offer for one of the houses that you like, you got to talk to your agent, and the agent should talk to the seller's agent, ask them like, hey, is there any offers on the property? And you talk to your agent that you hired, ask them like, hey, what are the activities? What do you think? Should I put an offer for higher? Should I put an offer for lower? Based on the market data, right? Based on the activities in that area. And then also the agent should talk to the seller's agent. Or if you are someone who is thinking about selling your home, you really have to know what are the data are telling you. What's the days on market, what kind of marketing you should be doing, to get you home on the market and not being on the market for 80 days or 366 days, right? Because as like I said, when I talk to the sellers that possibly were thinking about selling and for some reason went off the market and was on the market for 366 days or maybe 2 months and haven't got sold, and I asked, like I said, I asked them like, hey, what really happened? And did the agent give you any weekly update? And they were like, have no clue, right? And the property ended up sitting on the market for a long period of time. And as you can see, again, the property that was on the market, and as you can see, within 30 days period, there's 67 properties, or the other one I show you guys was 119 homes actually went under contract. So that something tells you that the buyer's demands are very strong, and your home was on the market for a long period of time. You got to be something wrong. You got to sit down with your agent, or your agent should give you a weekly update in terms of your property. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me. I can more than happy to sit down with you and potentially get your property on the market and get it sold in the average days on market, and also talk to you potentially thinking about purchasing, right? If you are buying a home, I'm more than happy to assist with you. Selling, no problem at all. So if you guys have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.